அன்பார்ந்த மாணவர்களே, இந்த வீடியோவில் 12ஆம் வகுப்பிற்குரிய கெமிஸ்ட்ரி பாடம் யூனிட் 7 கெமிக்கல் கைனெட்டிக்ஸ் என்ற பாடத்தில் உள்ள மல்டிபிள் சாய்ஸ் கொஸ்டினை பார்க்க உள்ளோம். First question, for a first order reaction AB, the rate constant is x per minute if the initial concentration of A is 0.01 molarity. The concentration of A after 1 hour is given by the expression. Which expression is correct one? You see, time given 60 minutes. 60 minutes. So 1 hour. 1 hour means it is 60 minutes. Here, the rate constant unit you see, x per minute. Since here the unit is per minute, this time also we can take, 1 hour also we can take 60 minutes. Okay. So T is equal to 60 minutes. Initial concentration of A is 0.01 molarity. This one. Rate constant is given x per minute. Okay. Then rate constant equal to first order rate constant equal to 2.303 by T log A0 by A concentrations. Okay. Then we know that 2.303 log is equal to ln natural log. Okay. Since here you see in all the answers e power time is there, so we can convert into natural log. Okay. So we will get Kt equal to ln, this T we can change it to left side. So it becomes Kt. Kt equal to ln natural log A0 by A concentration. Then ln means natural log meaning log to the base E. So we can write like that, log to the base E, A0 by A. Here left side Kt. Then you see this is logarithmic equation. The logarithmic equation we can change into exponential equation. Okay. So we will get e to the power kt. This e will come here. E to the power kt equal to A0 concentration by A concentration. Or we can say A0 by A is equal to e to the power kt. Then we can write A. Here in the question they are asking concentration of A only after 1 hour. Okay. So concentration of A is equal to, this time we can change to the left side. So it will come to denominator. Okay. So we'll get concentration of A is equal to A0 concentration divided by e raised to kt. Then the denominator value, when we change it to the numerator, the power we have to get, we will get one minus sign. Okay. So we'll get A0 concentration into e raised to minus kt. Now we can substitute all the values. A is equal to 0.01. Okay. Into e raised to k minus then k is how much? X. Okay. And then t is 60. So minus 60x we will get here. Okay. Then this is 0.01 we can write as 1 into 10 to the power minus 2. Then into e raised to minus 60x. So this option is option C is the correct answer. And then a zero order reaction, X gives a product. With an initial concentration 0.02 molarity has a half-life of 10 minutes. If one starts with the concentration 0.04 molarity, then the half-life is, okay. You see, given the values, you see, T half is given. T half is how much? 10 minutes. Okay. Then initial concentration is 0.02 molarity. It is zero order reaction. So for zero order reaction, T of is equal to A0 by 2K. Okay. Then we can write K is how much? From this we can find out K. Okay. K is equal to A0 divided by this K will come here, this one here. Okay. 2 T of. Then substitute the values. Initial concentration is 0.02 molarity. 0.02. Divided by 2 into half-life period is 10. So 2 into 10. Okay, so which is equal to this. You see here, this 2 and this 1 we can cancel. So here we will get 0.01. 0.01 means 10 to the power minus 2. Here 10. 10 when it go to numerator, it becomes 10 to the power minus 1. Already here 10 to the power minus 2. Total you will get 10 to the power minus 3. Okay, this is k value. Then second part we can substitute. You see, initial concentration is 0.04 molarity. Okay, so T of equal to again this formula we can write A0 by 2K. K already we find out. Okay, so we can substitute the values. Concentration, initial concentration how much? 0.04. 0.04 divided by 2 into K, 10 to the power minus 3. This 2 and this number we can cancel. So we'll get 0.02 into this 10 to the power minus 3. When change to the numerator, we will get 10 to the power, this minus 3 changes into plus 3. Okay, so we will get, you see, here 10 to the power 3, we can change the decimal point 3 digit to the right. So here 1, 2, one more digit, 20. So we'll get 20 minutes. Then one more alternative method is there to solve this problem. You see, you know that T of is equal to A0 concentration by 2K. K is a constant. K is a constant. 2 is also a fixed one number, constant. 2K is a constant. So T of is directly proportional to A0. Okay, so we can write T of is directly proportional to A0. For two different conditions, we can write T of 1. First condition we can say T of 1, or first experiment T of 1. T of 1 is equal, 1 is directly proportional to A01. Similarly, T of 2 equal to A02. Then we can divide these two values. Okay, so we'll get T of 1 divided by T of 2 equal to A01 by A02. Okay, here you see, when this directly proportional symbol we change into equal to mark, there one constant will come, the same constant will come to numerator as well as the denominator. It is cancelled. So here there is no constant time. Okay, and then we can substitute the value. You see, T of 1, first experiment, T of 1 is how much? 10. Okay, initial concentration in the first experiment 0.02. Second experiment 0.04. We want to find out this value is how much. T of 2 is how much. Okay, so these two we can cancel. You see here 1 we will get, here 2, 1 by 2. Okay, then T of 2 equal to this value we can change here, this 2 come here. Okay, on rearranging. So we'll get T of 2 equal to 20 minutes. Okay, so any one method we can follow. Then third question, among the following graph showing variation of rate constant with the temperature T for a reaction, the one that exhibit homogeneous behavior over the entire temperature range is. You see, 3 graph is given, then here D option, both B and C. Okay, you see, homogeneous equation, if we take logarithm, we will get ln k equal to ln A minus EA by RT. Already we studied this expression. Okay, then you see, if you use this one, this is variable, K is variable, A is constant, EA, R, these are constants, a T is variable. Okay, so you see, ln K is plotted along the y-axis, 1 by T along the x-axis. So we'll get a straight line with the slope minus EA by R. Minus EA by R. But for this graph, slope is positive value, not a negative, positive. Okay, so this graph is wrong. Okay, then in this graph you see here not ln, here log. So we can change this equation in this form. Okay, the natural log, when we change into common log, we have to multiply with 2.303. So we will get here 2.303 log equal to log K equal to 2.303 log A minus EA by RT. In the 2 times 2.303 is there. So the whole equation we can multiply with divide with the 2.303. So we'll get log K is equal to log A minus EA by 2.303 RT. Okay. Now you see, when we plot this log K along the y-axis, 1 by T along the x-axis, we will get to slope minus EA by 2.303 R. Okay, here that means negative slope we will get, negative slope. This is for this straight line, we will get negative slope. So this option is the correct one. Fourth question, for a first order reaction, A gives a product with the initial concentration X mole per liter has a half-life period of 2.5 hours. Then for the same reaction with the initial concentration X by 2 mole per liter, the half-life is, we know that for a first order reaction, half-life period is independent upon the concentration or reactants. So it cannot vary by changing the concentration, initial concentration of reactant. So half-life period is always same. So here 2.5 hours. Okay, so that value only for the another experiment also the same value only we will get. Okay, so half-life period is 2.5 hours. And then for the reaction, 2NH3 gives N2 plus 3H2. If minus D concentration of NH3 by dt equal to, that means in terms of reactant, okay, K1 into NH3 concentration, then D N2 by dt, since it is product, positive sign, okay, D N2 concentration by dt equal to K2 into NH3 concentration. Similarly, D H2 concentration by dt equal to K3 into NH3. Then the relation between K1, K2 and K3 is, you see, for this reaction, we can write rate law as follows. Here 2 moles of ammonia is there, so, okay, so we have to divide by 2, okay, so we will get minus 1 by 2 D NH3 concentration by dt. In terms of nitrogen, how to say? Here no coefficient, so D N2 by dt. Here coefficient is 3, so we have to divide with 3. So we'll get 1 by 3 D H2 concentration by dt. Okay, then you see here minus D NH3 by dt value is given, K1 into NH3. So for this value we can write K1 into NH3. So this 1 by 2 is additional value. So 1 by 2 into K1 into NH3 equal to DN2 concentration by dt equal to K2 into NH3. So as it is, we can write this value, K2 into NH3 concentration equal to this 1 by 3 into DH2 by dt concentration, DH2 by dt, K3 into NH3. So K3 into NH3. Okay, and then all the terms, all the parts have NH3 concentration. So the whole equation we can divide by NH3 concentration. So this time cancel, this cancel, and this cancel. Okay, and then the whole equation we can multiply with the 3. So we'll get here 3 by 2. 3 by 2 means 1.5. So 1.5 K1 equal to 3 K2 multiplication with the 3. Okay, 3 K2. Here when we multiply with the 3, 3 and 3 cancel. We will get to K3. Now let us see question number 6. The decomposition of phosphine on tungsten at low pressure is a first order reaction. It is because of, actually for first order reaction, the rate is independent upon the surface area of the catalyst. So here option C is the correct one. Rate is independent of the surface coverage. Then for a reaction, rate is equal to rate constant into concentration of acetone to the power 3 by 2. Then unit of rate constant and rate of reaction respectively is, you see, here given rate is equal to rate constant into concentration of acetone to the power 3 by 2. So we can write here rate is equal to rate constant into concentration of acetone to the power 3 by 2. So we will get K is equal to rate divided by, we rearrange this equation. So we will get rate divided by acetone concentration to the power 3 by 2. Then we can substitute the unit. Rate is mole per liter per second. This concentration unit is mole per liter. Okay, power 3 by 2. Then we remove the bracket. So numerator no change as it is we can write. Denominator we remove the bracket. So we'll get mole power 3 by 2, liter power minus 3 by 2. Only that much. Okay. Then this time we can change it to the numerator. Here mole power 1. This one when go to the numerator we will get mole power minus 3 by 2. So mole power 1 minus 3 by 2. So we'll get minus 1 by 2. Then this value when we change it to the numerator it becomes positive. So liter power 3 by 2 minus 1. So we'll get liter power 1 by 2. Okay. Then per second, this one as it is we can write here. Okay. Mole power minus 2, liter power 2, mole power minus 1 by 2. This one. Liter power 1 by 2 per second. Okay. This is the rate constant unit. Unit are rate constant and rate. Rate unit is mole per liter per second. Okay. So option B is the correct one. The addition of catalyst during a chemical reaction alters which of the following quantity? Which one? Activation energy will decrease. Okay, change activation energy. Consider the following statements. Increase in concentration of the reactant increases the zero order reaction. Increase in concentration of reactant increases the rate of zero order reaction. That is wrong. Okay, for zero order reaction, rate is equal to constant. Okay, or we can say concentration time to the power 0. Okay, that means for zero order reaction, rate is independent upon concentration of reactant. Then you see, rate constant K is equal to collision frequency A if EA equal to 0. So you see, K is equal to, we know that Arrhenius equation K is equal to A into E raised to minus EA by RT. If EA equal to 0, then this whole term, this much is 0. That means E to the power 0 is 1. So we get K is equal to A. So this is correct one. Okay. Then third one you see, rate constant K is equal to collision frequency A if EA is infinity. You see here, if you substitute here EA is infinity, then what we will get? You see, this is, you see here power minus is there. Okay, so we'll get A by E raised to EA by RT. EA is infinity, so EA by RT is also infinity. So we will get A by E raised to infinity, that is A by infinity. When infinity comes to denominator, the whole answer becomes 0. So K is equal to 0 we have to get. But it is not 0. Here it is given A. That is wrong. So if EA is infinity, we will get K is equal to 0. Okay. Then a plot of LNK versus T is a straight line. Plot of LNK versus T. No, it is not like that. Plot of LNK versus 1 by T is a straight line with a negative slope. Okay, so this is also wrong. You see, first option wrong, second is right, third is wrong, fourth is wrong. Okay, then fifth option you see, a plot of LNK versus 1 by T is a straight line. This is correct. With the positive slope, that is wrong. Negative slope we have to get. So only option 2 is the correct one. Correct statements are option A, 2 only. So that is the correct answer. Okay. In a reversible reaction, the enthalpy change and the activation energy in the forward direction are respectively this enthalpy change minus X kilojoule per mole and activation energy is Y kilojoule per mole. Therefore, energy of activation in the backward direction is, you see, this is the diagram for potential energy versus reaction coordinate. Okay, y-axis potential energy is plotted, x-axis reaction progress or reaction coordinate. Okay, this is energy of reactant, this is energy of product. These two differences, the enthalpy change. Okay, enthalpy change. energy of product minus energy of reactant. That much energy is liberated. Exothermic reaction. This is exothermic reaction. So heat energy is liberated. If heat energy is liberated, then the sign is minus X. Minus. Okay, negative. Okay. So here to here, the energy value is X. Magnitude is X kilojoule per mole. Here to here. Okay. This length means the difference between energy of reactants and energy of products. Okay. So for forward reaction, activation energy is the difference in the energy between energy of reactants and activated complex or intermediate state energy. Okay. This is the energy of activation. Okay. This is for forward reaction. What about for the backward reaction? For backward reaction, this is the energy of reactant. This is energy of product. So from here to here, this height. That means here to here, this height is the activation energy for the reverse reaction. So for reverse reaction, activation energy is EA plus X, or EA value given here is Y. So we will get X plus Y. This value is X, this value is Y. So we will get X plus Y. So this is the correct option. Okay, X plus Y. Here kilojoule is there. Okay, but here joule per mole is written. So in the 10 to the power 3 also written here. Okay. Next question, question number 11. What is the activation energy of a reaction if its rate doubles when the temperature is raised from 200 to 400 Kelvin? R is equal to 8.314 joule per Kelvin per mole. See, the initial temperature T1 is equal to 200. Air temperature, that is 400 Kelvin. K2 is here given, rate constant. If its rate doubles when temperature is raised from 200 to 400 Kelvin. Okay, concentration cannot change. So rate is double means rate constant is double. Okay, so rate constant K2 equal to 2K1. So we know that the formula log K2 by K1 equal to EA by 2.303 or T2 minus T1 by T1 T2. So then now we can substitute the values. Log K2 equal to 2K1. 2K1 by K1 equal to EA by 2.303 into R. R is 8.314. Here T2, 400 minus 200 divided by 400 into 200. Okay. When we subtract these two, we will get 200. This 200 and this 200 cancel. Here K1, K1 cancel, balance 2. So log 2 equal to EA by 2.303 into 8.314 into 200 by 400 into 200. We can cancel this 200, 200. Okay. So then rearrange. EA equal to 0.3010. These values we can change here. Okay. 0.3010 into 2.303 into 8.314. This value 8.314 into 400. This is 0.3010 is log 2 value. Log 2. Okay. These values change here. Log 2 value is 0.3010. Remaining these values as this is written. Then we can multiply these 4 values and we will get the answer. Okay. So multiplication is difficult. We can take logarithm and simplify. Log 0.3010, this value equal to this one. Log 2.303, this value. Log 8.314, we can write. Then log 400 is this one. Okay. Then add these 4 values, we will get this answer. Okay. Then take anti-log for this one. We will get 2305. Here, anti-log of this number is 2.305. Is right. Here, Characteristic 3 is there. So 3 digit to the right, we can move the decimal point. So we'll get this answer, 2305. So this much, what is the unit? Joule per mole per Kelvin. Joule per mole per Kelvin. Here, answer you see here, kilojoule is there. Here also all are kilojoules. This joule, this value is different from this one. So we can convert into kilojoule. That means divide by 1000. So we will get a decimal point here. 2.305 kilojoule per mole per Kelvin. So this is the correct answer. Question number 12. Cyclopropane gives propene. This reaction follows first order kinetics. The rate constant at a particular temperature is this value. This is rate constant value. Unit you see here per hour. Okay. The initial concentration of cyclopropane is 0.25 molarity. This is A0. What will be the concentration of cyclopropane after 1806 minutes? Here time is in minutes. Here unit is per hour. So the hour we can change into minutes. Okay. Then log 2 value is also given. So first we can write K. K is equal to 2.303 into 10 to the power minus 2 per hour. That means 1 by hour equal to 2.303 into 10 to the power minus 2. Then this hour we can convert into minutes. So 60 minutes. Okay, so we will get 2.303 into 10 to the power minus 2 divided by 60 per minute. Okay. Then K equation for K is equal to 2.303 by T log A0 by A. We want to find out final concentration is how much. A is how much. Okay. So these terms we can change to opposite side. So we will get KT. This value will go to denominator. Is right. Then left side. This side what is the value you see? Log A0 by A. So we will get to log A0 by A is equal to KT by 2.303. Then you see log A0 by A, we can split into two times. Okay, log A0 minus log A. Log M by N is equal to log M minus log N. Like that. Okay, equal to KT by 2.303. Now you see, we can substitute the values. A0 is how much? A0 is 0.25. 0.25 means 1 by 4. Okay, 1 by 4. So this is log 1 by 4 minus log A equal to KT. This K, this K, T is this value 1806. These values we can substitute. So we'll get here log 1 by 4 minus log A equal to K value. This is the K value into T. T is 1806. Okay. Divided by 2.303. This 2.303. Okay. Now this is log M by N. So log M minus log N. That is log 1. Log 1 is log 1 we can write. Then this is minus log 4. Log 4 minus log A. Okay. Then this value we can rearrange. We will get 2.303 into 10 to the power minus 2 into 1806. This value will come to denominator. Okay. So 60 into 2.303. This 2.303 and this 2.303 we can cancel. This is 6 into 10. Okay, the 10 we can change it to the numerator. It becomes 10 to the power minus 1. We can simplify with this one. We will get 10 to the power minus 3. Then here 6 is there. 6 we can cancel. This 6 and this number. So we'll get here 302. 302 we will get. 301. 6 here. 6 3 is 18. So 3. Then 0. 0. Then 166. So 301. Okay. Here 10 to the power minus 3 is there. When we simplify these two, we will get 0.301. This value we will get. Okay. Here log 1 is 0. No need to write that one. Log 4 is equal to 0.6021. This value. Okay. Then log A. Yes, this we can write. Okay. Then we want to find out log A is how much. So this log A we can change here. This time we can change here. So we'll get minus 0.6021. This also become minus. Minus 0.301 equal to log A. So we can write like this. Okay. So log A is equal to this. To simplify, we will get this number. Okay. Minus 0.9031. Then taking anti-log on both sides. So here we will get A. A is equal to anti-log of this number. For this number, it is not possible to take anti-log by using the class table. By taking a calculator only, it is possible to solve. Is right. But calculator is not allowed to use during examination time. Okay. So we have to modify this number like this. You see, minus 0.902131. We can add a minus 1 and add a plus 1. That means to this 0, we can add minus 1. This side, we can add plus 1. So we'll get a positive number. Okay. After the decimal point, we have to get this positive number. Before decimal point, we may have positive or negative. Okay. Then we can take anti-log. Okay. After decimal point, we have to get a positive number. Then only it is possible to take anti-log. Okay. So we do small adjustment to this number. We can add minus 1 and plus 1. So answer cannot change. Is right. And then you see, with the 0, we can add the minus 1. So we will get to bar 1, minus 1 we will get. Then with this number, okay, this is minus 0.9031, we can add a plus 1. So we'll get plus value 0.0969. Okay, so the value will becomes bar 1.0969. Okay, for this value we can take now anti-log. We will get 0.125 molarity. So this is the right answer. Option A is the right answer. And then for a first order reaction, rate constant is 6.909 per minute. Time taken for 75% conversion in minutes is 75% conversion means the quantity of the reactant remains is 25%. Remaining is 25%. So A is 25%. Okay. Then rate constant is also given. So let A0 equal to 100 molarity. A is 25 molarity. K is equal to 2.303 by T log A0 by A equal to 2.303 by, then sorry, we can rearrange it. T is equal to, we want to get the time only, time we need. Okay. So we rearrange it. T we can write here, K here. So T is equal to 2.303 by K log A0 by A. Now substitute the values. So 2.303 by K is 6.909. That value we can write. Okay. Log 100 by A0 is 100. A is 25. Now we can cancel this number and this number. We will get 4. Okay. 25, 1, here 100, 4. So we will get here 4. Then here you see this number. Just this triple is this number. So we'll get 1 by 3 here. Okay. 1 by 3 log 4. Log 4 is this 4 we can write 2 square this side. Then the power term we can bring to the left side in logarithm. Okay, so we'll get 2 by 3 log 2. Okay, so option B is the right one. Question number 14. For a first order reaction, X gives Y. If K is a rate constant and initial concentration of the reactant is X, reactant X is 0.1 molarity, then half-life is. Okay, you see half-life period for the first order reaction, the derivation we studied T of equal to 2.303 into log 2 by K. Then log 2 value we substitute, we will get 0.3010. When we multiply these two, we will get this value. This is the formula what we studied. Is right. So actually this value is what? 2.303 into log 2. 2.303 into log is ln. So we will get ln 2 by K. So this is the correct answer. Okay. Predict the rate law of the following reaction based on the data given below. 2A plus B gives C plus 3D. So the reactants are A and B. So rate of reaction is equal to rate constant into concentration of A to the power say X into concentration of B to the power Y. We want to find out A is how much and B is how much. Then only we will get a correct rate law. For that one important concept you keep in mind, for nth order reaction, when concentration of reactant is increased by A times, rate is increased by A to the power n times, where n is order of the reaction. Okay. So you see here B concentration is kept constant. Here 0.1, here also 0.1. A is doubled. Doubled means increased by 2 times. Increased by 2 times. Okay. Then you compare the rate. Rate is also increased by 2 times. Is right? So you see here, for a reaction, you see end order reaction, concentration of reactant is increased by 8 times. Here 2 times. Then rate is increased by how much? A to the power n times. Instead of A, we can write now 2. 2 times the concentration is increased. Okay. So rate is increased by, here we got 2 times only. 2, how we will get it 2? If n is equal to 1, then only we will get it 2. 2 to the power 1. Okay. So n is equal to 1. Is right. N is equal to 1 means order with respect to A is 1. Then order with respect to B, we have to find out. You see, for that, what we are going to do, here you see, A concentration here, here 0.2, is right, here 0.2, concentration of A is 0.2, here also 0.2. We can take the second and fourth observation. These two concentration of A is, or we can take this one also. This also we can take. Here concentration of A is 0.1. Here concentration of B is doubled. First and third reading. You see, first and third reading. Okay. This is first reading, this third reading. Here A concentration is kept constant. B concentration is increased. So rate is increased by 4 times. You see here, concentration of B is doubled, increased by 2 times. But the rate is increased by 4 times. So you see, instead of A, we can write here 2. Okay, 2 to the power n is equal to, answer we get to 4. Okay, 2 to the power n is equal to 4. Instead of n, which number should come? 2. Then only we will get this answer, is right. Okay, so 2 to the power 2 is 4, is right. So order with respect to B is 2. That means option B is the right one. Then assertion. Rate of reaction doubled when concentration of the reactant is doubled. If it is a first order reaction. Okay. Then assertion, rate of reaction is doubled when concentration of reactant is doubled. If this first order reaction, this is a correct statement only. Okay. Reason, rate constant also doubles. No, rate constant cannot change with the concentration of reactant. When we change the concentration of reactant, the rate constant cannot change. So this is a wrong statement. Okay. So both assertion and reason are true. That is wrong. Both assertion and reason are true. That is also wrong. Assertion is true, but the reason is false. That is correct one. Okay. The rate constant for a reaction is 5.8 into 10 to the power minus 2 per second. The order of the reaction is, here no other data given, only from the unit we can find out the order. Unit. Unit of rate constant, you see, general unit of rate constant is mole to the power 1 minus n. Then liter to the power n minus 1 per second. You see here, no mole unit. Here no mole unit. That means here power we have to get 0. Okay, so 1 minus n is equal to 0. That means n is equal to 1. Okay, so it is first order reaction. For the reaction, N2O5 gas is 2NO2 gas plus half O2 gas. The value of rate of disappearance of nitrogen dinitrogen pentoxide is given as 6.5 into 10 to the power minus 2 mole per liter per second. Okay, then rate of formation of NO2 and O2 is given respectively as, you see, the rate from the equation we can write the rate in terms of N2O5 is minus N2O5 by dt equal to, in terms of NO2, 1 by 2 dNO2 concentration by dt. In terms of O2, 1 by 2. That means we will get a 2. 2 log O2 concentration by, 2 d O2 concentration by dt. Okay. Here you see Rate of disappearance of N2O5 is given. This value is given. So this is equal to how much? 6.5 into 10 to the power minus 2. Now our question is to find out rate of formation of NO2 and O2. Rate of formation of NO2, this one. This value we want to find out. So these two we can change here. So rate of formation of NO2 equal to 2 into 6.5 into 10 to the power minus 2, which is equal to 13 into these two multiply. We'll get 13 into 10 to the power minus 2, or we can say 1.3 into 10 to the power minus 1. 1.3 into 10 to the power minus 1. This is wrong. This is wrong. This is right. Okay. Again, we can check the another value also. Rate of formation of O2, dO2 concentration by dt equal to, from this you see, dO2 concentration by dt. So this 2 will go here, denominator, divide by 2. Okay, so we'll get 3.25 into 10 to the power minus 2. So that is also here this formed. Okay, so option C is the right one. During the decomposition of hydrogen peroxide to give dioxygen, 48 grams of oxygen is formed per minute. At a certain point of time, the rate of formation of water at this point is, okay, how to find out? The dissociation of hydrogen peroxide equation is H2O2 gives H2O concentration plus of H2O plus of O2. Okay, then rate, how to write? From hydrogen peroxide we can write minus d hydrogen peroxide concentration by dt equal to minus H2O concentration by dt equal to 2 into here you see 1 by 2. So 1 by 1 by 2 we will get 2. 2 d concentration of oxygen by dt. Okay, here you see number of moles of oxygen formed is how much you see. Rate of formation of oxygen is given 48 grams per minute. Okay, so number of moles of oxygen is how much? Number of moles equal to mass by molar mass. So your mass is 48 by molar mass of oxygen O2 is 32. O2 oxygen 16 atomic mass. O2 is 32. So when we divide these two, we will get 1.5. That means by 16 we can cancel. Here we will get 3. Here we will get 2. So 3 by 2 is 1.5. Then this is rate of formation of water. Then rate of formation of which one? Rate of formation. Sorry, this is rate of formation of oxygen. The rate of formation of water is the question. From this expression, you see, this is the rate of formation of water. Rate of formation of water equal to 2 into rate of formation of oxygen. So we can write 2 into 1.5 equal to 3 mole per minute. So this is the right option. Okay. Then question number 20. If the initial concentration of reactant is doubled, the time for half reaction is also doubled. Then order of the reaction is, you see, the important relation for this this one is, you see, T half is this general expression for T half life period. T half is directly proportional to initial concentration of reactant to the power 1 minus n. Okay, you see here, you see, when initial concentration is doubled, the time for half reaction is also doubled. Time for half reaction also doubled. You see, that means the concentration time to the power we have to get 1. Then only when concentration is doubled, we will get rate constant also doubled. Okay. So you see, in the rate constant expression, we have to get the concentration to the power 1. That means n is 0. So order of the reaction is 0. Okay. Then in a homogeneous reaction, A gives B plus C plus D. The initial pressure was P0 and after time T, it was P. Expression for rate constant in terms of P0, P and T will be. See, like this we can try a table. Okay, this is concentration reactant. So in this table, you see this initial concentration of A. Let us assume it is small a. B, C, and D are not taken, so 0. Then concentration of A reacted after time T is say X. So when X moles of A reacted, we will get X moles of B, X moles of C, and X moles of D. So these things are not reacted, but these are formed. Form X mole, this also X mole, this also X mole, but it is not possible to write here because it is reacted, it is written here. So after time T, concentration is how much? Here initial quantity is A, reacted is X, remaining is A minus X. This is X, this also X we will get, okay? Then total number of moles equal to, total number of moles after time T is, these four values we can add, A minus X plus X, so we will get A. Then again plus X plus X, so we will get A plus 2X. Then here in the question they given, initial pressure is P0. Initially, only A0 moles of A is found, no other terms, okay? So A is directly proportional to A, which one, P0, or we can say initial concentration of A, that is A0, is directly proportional to P0, okay? Then you see final concentration, final pressure we studied, it is P. It is given the question, it is P. That means A plus 2X is directly proportional to P. So from this we can write 2X is directly proportional to this A, we can change here, P minus A. Okay, A value is P0, we can substitute that here. So P minus P0 we will get. So X is directly proportional to this 2, we can change to the right side. So we will get in the denominator, P minus P0 by 2. Okay, then we can write A minus X here, final concentration is A minus X is right. So A minus X we can find out, A minus X is directly proportional to, you see, A is this one A. A minus X is right, A minus X. So we can say A minus X is P0 minus P by P0. This A is P0. Okay, that we can substitute here. Okay, then we can take LCM. LCM is 2. So we'll get here P0, 2P0 minus P plus P0. This minus and this minus, so plus. Okay, then A minus X is directly proportional to here 2P0 plus P0. So 3P0 minus P by 2. So K is equal to 2.303 by T log A0 by A. Here A0 is P0. Okay, concentration of A, this is concentration of A. Okay, the concentration of A is this value. Okay, we can substitute here. You see, A means it is fraction, so reciprocal we can write here. So we will get 2P0 by 3P0 minus P. This is option A. Then question number 22. If 75% of first order reaction was completed in 60 minutes, 75% completed. So remaining is 25%. Okay. So final concentration is 25%. Then 50% of the same reaction under same condition would be completed in. 50% completed means half-life period is how much? That is a question. Okay. So initial quantity we can take 100%. After T half, remaining quantity is 50%, half. Again, one more T half, we will get the remaining quantity is how much? Half of this value, 25%. In this question also, they given like that only. 25% is remains. 75% reaction completed. That means 25% remains. So here time is 2 T half. This 2 T half time is given here 60 minutes. So 1 T half is how much? 2 T half equal to 60 minutes. So here T half equal to 30 minutes. Okay. So the next question, 23. The half-life period of a radioactive element is 140 days. After 560 days, 1 gram of element will be reduced to how much? Okay. So initial quantity we can take it is 1 gram. Here it is given 1 gram. After T half, that means 140 days. How much remains? Half of this value, 1 by 2. 1 by 2 gram. Again one more T half. That means again 140 days. That means totally 280 days. After 280 days, how much remains? Half of this value. There's 1 by 4 remains. Again one more T half. That means 280 plus 140. That is 420 days. After 420 days, then again one more T half. Okay, one more T half. We will get how much? 540 days. How much quantity? Half of this one. This is 1/16 gram. Okay, so this is the right option. Then the correct difference between first and the second order reaction is that, you see, first order reaction can be catalyzed, second order reaction cannot be catalyzed. That is wrong. All the reaction can be catalyzed. Okay, then second option, the half-life period of first order does not depends on initial concentration of reaction. That is true. Half-life of second order reaction does. Option B is the right one. Okay. Then question number 25. After 2 hours, radioactive substance becomes 1/16 of original amount. Then half-life in minute is, you see, initial quantity we can take 1. Initial quantity is 1. Here fraction they given. Initial quantity not given. So we can take initial quantity 1. If percentage comes, then initial quantity we have to take 100. Okay, like these fractions they are asking, then we have to take initial quantity is 1. So initial quantity is 1. After T off, we will get to half of this value will remains 1/2. Again one more T off, we will get to 1/4. Again one more T off, we will get 1/8. Again one more T off, we will get 1/16. The same value comes here. For this, how many T off is there? You see 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 T off equal to time given 2 hours. That means 120 minutes. So T off is equal to 120/4 equal to 30 minutes. So this is the right answer. அன்பார்ந்த மாணவர்களே, இந்த வீடியோ உங்களுக்கு பிடித்திருந்தால் சப்ஸ்கிரைப் செய்யுங்கள், லைக் செய்யுங்கள், ஷேர் செய்யுங்கள். திரையில் தோன்றும் லிங்கை பயன்படுத்தி +2 கெமிஸ்ட்ரியில் உள்ள வீடியோக்கள் அனைத்தையும் பார்வையிடலாம். நன்றி.